Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Roxy Jacenko wasn't feeling comfortable. Did anyone read this story yesterday?
I saw the photos online, but I didn't click.
No, get me across it, mate. What happened to her?
Okay, she's talking Ozempic, right? And when she was going through her, she had breast cancer and she was going through her treatment there, she put on a lot of weight, 15 kilograms. She wanted to get rid of it quickly. Everyone was saying to do it properly, to eat right and go to the gym, but she said, I wanted to lose it very quickly. So she tried all that and it wasn't working. I didn't shed the weight. So I thought, I'm reading and hearing about Ozempic all the time, so I'm going to try it. I went to my doctor. I begged him. He said, Roxy, go and have a look in the mirror. He made me walk into his room and look at myself in the mirror. I'm not giving you a prescription. You don't need it. So I went somewhere else and I got it.
Oh, God.
You would be blown away by the number of people who will give you scripts for that stuff. The thing is, though, the only place that she could get it was at a chemist in Nowra. So she paid someone $2,500 to drive to Nowra to go and get some Ozempic.
Are you serious?
The only one I could get was a 1 milligram pen of Ozempic. So basically, you're supposed to start on 0.25 milligrams and a number of weeks or months later, you transition onto a higher dosage.
Right, so it's 4 times or 3 times the quantity.
So she said I could only get the milliliter. Oh, milligram, sorry, That's right. That's all I could get. I felt like I was a junkie. I thought I needed this for a quick fix, so she's just gone bang into the system.
So what do they do? Like epi?
It's like a pen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an injection.
It's an injection. Well, you would do that into your stomach.
Yeah, if you're a diabetic.
She thought I was desperate. I need to lose this weight. Supposed to start on 0.25. She started on 1 milligram.
What happened?
Why is she sharing this?
And you don't need to lose weight.
She said what followed was uncontrollable vomiting, non-stop epilepsy-type shaking, and 3 days in a drug overdose clinic where she was told her organs could have shut down.
Did she lose the 15?
I thought I was actually going to die.
My God.
For the first 12 hours, I was okay. I vomited 4 times that morning, once in a high car when I went to work. That's when I made a video. I thought it was funny at work. Then it progressively got worse. I called an ambulance. The ambulance rocked up. At St Vincent's, though, they didn't know how to treat it because it was a relatively new drug at the time. The problem was because it was such a new drug, they weren't equipped. And there was an alert going around that there was fake Ozempic that had amphetamine in it.
Well, you're not getting that from the Nowra pharmacy, though, are you?
No, you're not.
Her message to those considering trying the pharmaceutical is simple. Don't.
Well, the other option would be...
Don't go to a doctor.
Stick to the dosage limit.
If they don't administer it, don't go to another doctor. Then don't pay someone $2,500 to go to Nowra. Don't buy a 1 milligram pen and don't inject yourself an overdose on Ozempic.
Outside of that, go for it.
It's a simple message.
It's absolute madness.
The 2 people that I know that are on it, one of them...
Still now?
Yeah, one of them in particular, it's worked quite well for them.
Have they been sick?
No, they haven't been sick, but I think basically you feel nauseous for the first couple of days, maybe when you've injected yourself, and then there might be a little bit of action out the back passage, but that's for like 48 hours.
But to me,
that's 2 days out of the week. That's a huge part of the week.
No, but see, that for me, that's if your body is rejecting it, but you are feeling nauseous, like you said, Kate, which a lot of people do, or it is coming out the back passage. That, for me, is warning signs.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, look, I do know that when you start any kind of medication and you have to take small doses to start with, your body can sometimes...
reject it.
It can kind of reject it and it doesn't really like it. It can make you feel a bit sick, even if the medication is meant to be working for you. But I think if you're pushing through... and your body's still saying, please stop doing this to me.
You don't need any more.
Yeah, the hardest part is what happens when you decide to stop. You know, are you just doing it because you're going on a summer break and you want to look good in your bathers? What happens after that?
Do you know the only...
you just go back to normal and start stacking on the kegs?
You know the only winner out of this was the uni student on Airtasker who got $2,500 to drive to Nowra to go and get some Ozempic.
He lost 15 kilos.
That is the only winner out of this whole story. Jennifer in Penrith, Ozempic. What happened to you, Jen?
Yeah, so my favourite team, by the way. Thank you for entertaining me every morning when I'm driving to work.
Thanks, Jen.
Oh.
Yeah, I use a compound chemist. because I didn't want to be taking Ozempic or semaglutide away from anybody else who actually needed it.
Right, diabetics, yep.
Yeah, diabetics, exactly. So, and I was recommended by my doctor just to lose about 5 kilos, didn't need to lose a lot of weight, started at 0.25. Yes, you do get side effects.
Right, okay. Okay.
You do need to go to the bathroom quite a bit, but that's also a part of losing the weight and losing, the toxins and stuff out of your system.
Yeah, right. And Jen, do you just inject it in your stomach?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and did you lose the 5?
Yeah.
And what happened after that? So you stopped the Ozempic or the medication. Have you kept your weight?
You do keep your weight off unless you're eating like a crazy person, which you end up eating like a crazy person because you kind of lose all your taste buds. Well, not your taste buds, but you just don't get the craving for food like you used to.
Right. Okay.
So like when your body tells you that you're hungry, you don't get that hungry feeling anymore.
Okay, but then it comes back with a vengeance.
It's not a vengeance, but you kind of I got a sugar craving.
Did you up the dose, Jen? Did you go from 0.25 up? Yes.
0.25 to 0.5, and then it goes to 0.75, and then it goes to 1.
See, this is the thing.
You didn't need to go to that.
It's the same with any drug, though, isn't it? Is that the more that you take of it, the more the immunity that your body takes, and you're going to need more and more to get your desired results.
But my recommendation, and to anybody that's going to use it, take it easy. Like they say to do it for a month. If you're still feeling the side effects, do it for longer than a month at 0.5.
Yep.
If you're still losing the weight, because it can mess you around a little bit.
Well, I think you look great with the 5 kilos on, Jen.
What does it do to your metabolism, though?
Well, that shuts it down.
Well, can we ask Ali in Thornley? You had what happened with your Ozempic, Ali?
Mate, side effects. Good morning, by the way. I love you guys.
I love you too.
Morning.
Yeah, I only started on the loading dose, and I made it to the 3rd week. The nausea was overwhelming.
Really? No, thanks.
Seriously overwhelming. But the worst, most mortifying thing was I was in town with a girlfriend to see the farewell concert of Clannad because they're never going to tour again.
Oh, my favourite.
Yes, beautiful. What a night.
And I was so sick. My girlfriend kept looking at me saying, "You okay?" And I kept saying, "I don't feel good at all." So there I am in the foyer of a packed state theatre, vomiting into a bin.
Well, that's better than the other end, Ali.
It is better than the other end, yes. But it was the side eye of all the people looking at me. That it was. You could tell they were saying, "Oh, look at her, she's drunk."
Oh, no.
So was it worth it?
And then to add insult to injury, I was too sick to see the concert. I had to go home.
Oh,
that's the last time they're touring, Ellie.
Yeah, I know. So I went home. I picked up the injector pen and threw it in the bin.
Good girl.
And I was taking Ozempic because I have type 2 diabetes.
Right, okay.
It wasn't to lose weight. And I never. That is no quality of life.
Oh,
it is.
Wow.
Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah. For me, and you know what? There's a lot of callers like that as well that have said the same thing.
I just find it quite sad that we're, even to drop 5 kilos or to go on holidays and drop weight so you look good in your bikini. Like, isn't it a bit sad that that's even something that we're considering? What does it say?
I mean, I'm going on a 6-week course very soon. Just quick heads up with the new PT that I've got, Tamara. I've got a new course starting on the 12th of September. Yeah, with Tamara.
When you did the men's health program, you lasted 1 day.
Don't worry about that.
With the PT, 1 day.
I was injured. It was 3 a.m. in the morning.
What kind of training are you doing?
Well, it's walking based.
You sure you need it? Because you just told me walking out of the toilet that you dropped 5 kilos. Are you on Ozempic too, are you?
Are you going to do Ozempic?
I'm not doing Ozempic. I'm taking a traditional method of eating well and some physical activity.
But it hasn't worked for you before.
But I'm starting on the 12th of September. That's what I'm telling you.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.